I think I found a way home that is going to help me to avoid it going over that crazy bridge, that crazy railroad trestle bridge. I'm not far from the river that I was just vlogging from. And I came out here down this road into another huge open area of farmland. Some big banana trees growing here, all kind of corn and other plants and vegetables. Can't really see it from here because it's blocked, but when you get back a ways, beautiful views of the mountains. Great little area, quiet, peaceful. Just really pleasant visually. And then of course, I thought, as I often see sometimes, people will tie ribbons around some of their vegetable plants, you know, ropes and ribbons to hold them. So I was like, are those ribbons? No, these are freaking ridiculously giant peppers. I mean, these are pepper plants, and they are incredible. They are really awesome. With the green and the red sticking out like they are. Wow, wow, wow. Totally cool. And as an added bonus, look at that. It's laying on the ground and says, "Joe, please take me home as a sample." So that is exactly what I will do. They should be coming here and picking these pretty quickly. And there's a lot of traffic on this road. There's been about, he's got a bunch of little pigs in a cage on the back of his motorbike. You know you're in the farm area when you see that, folks. A cage full of little pigs for going to the market. There's one more back down in here. So I'm taking a sample of 2 peppers home. So I've had to stop. This is just a great little area. Love it. Love bicycling through here. Oh my goodness. You know, you get these tourists coming out to Hoi An and Da Nang and cycling around through crowded, busy, noisy, chaotic streets and roads. There are some areas in Hoi An that, if you remember from some of my older vlogs where I bicycled through Hoi An, you can break into like some rice field areas, but now it's always chaos and craziness. You come out here, yeah, I just mentioned a few motorbikes going by, and here comes another one. These are just farmers. This is a main thoroughfare, believe it or not, that goes from one point to another. So I think it's pretty often utilized to get from a point A to a point B. So people do use this road. And yeah, this serves as like a very usable road here in Vietnam. Whereas in America, you would call this a sidewalk. Because it's motorbike dependent, or I should say motorbike majority out here in terms of transportation to this day, as is a lot of Asia, these are your roads. This road, I'm taking this road pretty much home. It's going to twist and turn, but it's going to get me home. But this is like a common road out here, and part of me says it's pretty fucking cool, but there's another part of me that says it's bullshit. So that's that contradictory business that goes on out here in Vietnam. I guess if somebody put a gun to my head and said, Joe, would you rather they put in a big 2-lane road here and change this whole area just for ease of transportation through the farmlands? I would probably say, oh no, do not do that. Let's leave it at what it is for now. It's a fantastic area to bicycle in. And man, the last little adventure I did, which was a second journey out to the river area and that crazy railroad trestle suspension bridge I had to cross. It's awesome out here. Very, very enjoyable. And I know my wife wants to come out here with me. And I miss not having her along to share all this with. But she doesn't have an e-bike. And on a regular bicycle, could I do it? Could I get her done? Yeah, I could get her done. Easy. Without too much strain. But it is a lot. It is a lot, my friends. And even though I'm almost 3 decades older than my wife, she's a little Peppa. And I still got the physical fitness, I still got the masculinity, I still got the power to be able to do these kinds of things on the other bike, on the manual bike. This makes it much more pleasurable on the e-bike. Makes it a lot easier. If I get a little tired, I can switch to throttle and don't have to pedal. So it makes this all very pleasant. I've been encouraging and suggesting to my wife that she get an e-bike. And I think she's hesitant because that would mean we would have 4 bicycles, 2 manual and 2 e-bike. And I'm like, I don't really care. You know, it's not a question of cost savings or not spending money. My wife is so incredibly awesome and when it comes to spending and being conservative and watching out and making sure that our money is being handled correctly. Now, of course, I manage all my investments back home and all my bank transfers out here and my Social Security checks and all that. But my wife is my partner. Single cow transport. And so she watches out for me, I watch out for her. But I think, yes, since we live out here now and we have a home, and in definitely the even cooler weather, when we're into the early dry season of the year where it's like 70s, you can bicycle, for a week and not mind it. When it's too hot, it's a little difficult. So, okay, I better get on it. I don't necessarily want to be out here all day myself. Been out here for a few hours. Got about another hour to go. And I'm going to take my time. Going to have to check my maps, make sure I get to the proper way home. But this is fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. I mean, it just is so heartwarming. It feels so amazing to be out here bicycling within the farmlands and around the river. And there are some lakes that I've gotten to. I've got vlogs on that. And there are other lakes and other really awesome areas that I've yet to get to and will explore in the future. The mountains, the views of the mountains and everything, they're real close. They're like right over here. It's just really cool. So we'll move on, and if I stop again with a better view through all of this to the mountains back here, I'll stop and see if I can capture that. So, okay.